Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, live the life we love. Thursday must be story day. Yes, at one time, human beings were gods and goddesses, but they so abused their power of their own divinity that the creator, Brahma, got totally miffed at them and said, forget it. We're taking away their divinity, and we're going to hide it so they can't find it. And so he called all the gods and goddesses together. Okay, listen, we're punishing human beings for their pride. We're hiding their divinity. Give me some suggestions where we're going to hide it. Parvati says, I think we should hide it at the bottom of the ocean. He says, we're talking about human beings here. They're going to create submarines and devices to go all the way down. That's not a good idea. Anybody else? Where are we going to go? And Vishnu says, how about if we put it on top of the highest mountains? We're talking about human beings here. They're going to explore everything, go to the highest heights and the deepest depths. They're going to find something at the top of the mountain. Not good. Somebody else, throw me a bone here. Anybody? No. Lakshmi says, how about if we put it up in outer space? We're talking about human beings here. They're going to develop devices to travel interstellar. So that's not good. Come on. Nobody's helping me. I got to do it myself. So he closes his eyes, goes into meditation. I got it. The gods and goddesses, where? He says, we're going to hide it within themselves. That's the place that they'll never look. And all the gods and goddesses thought it was a great idea because human beings spend so much time digging in the earth, going underwater, traveling in the air, going to the tops of mountains, getting into space. But the one place they never look for their own divinity is right inside themselves. I guess though I say the answers lie within. So remember, your subconscious takes you at your word, what you repeatedly say, what you really believe in, what you have faith in, what you dwell on, what you go back to again and again. And once you realize that your thought is the cause and condition is the effect, most people try to change external conditions, circumstances, but that doesn't work. Or it only works partially, because ultimately your own story, your own narrative is what keeps creating the world for you. So don't identify with the negative thought. And that brings us to the next thing about what do you do? How do you deal with mindfulness? You don't want to be mindless. You want to be mindfulness, bringing the faculty of your wandering attention back again and again to focusing in the present moment. That's the root of good judgment, of character, of will. And any education should improve that faculty. And any education that does that is education par excellence. So the main thing here is to begin by extending compassion. Look at other people and realize if they were going through what you were going through, maybe they would really fold, really have no resources, no resilience. So extend feelings of light and comfort to them. And then, of course, always do it to yourself. But the key is you can't count on anybody else for carrying the ball. You have to learn to bask and luxuriate in your own ability to lift your own mood, to settle your own fears, to brighten your own outlook. And the way I learned to do that is, first of all, I don't only think of spirit or God or divinity as something abstract and out there. I think of it as something that's directly experienceable through recognizing what smells good and doesn't smell good, what tastes delicious and doesn't taste delicious, what looks beautiful and doesn't look beautiful, what sounds are wonderful to hear and what sounds are grating, what sensations feel good on the skin and what they don't. In that way, there's a sensate experience of life and divinity. And when you realize where all the gifts come from. But the idea is to realize that some people dampen down their excitement, dampen down their enthusiasm. They're uncomfortable with acting out, and they don't like to see other people act out because it reminds them of how bottled up their own feelings are. So people put a lid on themselves, and on other people, that's their problem, though, not yours. So people might say, hey, you're too much. Don't stand out, or don't be uncool. They're just wet blankets, just trying to douse you down, as I like to say. My feeling is most people are so burning with love, they asbestos themselves in order not to feel how much fire of love they really have. So I'm not saying we should walk around with chest thumping and pushiness, but live your life with determination and grit. And remember, it's our job to resolve various issues by enduring, by persisting, by coping, by prevailing. And remember, your attention is both like a spotlight and a vacuum cleaner. It illuminates what it rests on and sucks that into your brain. So Change your mind, or I should say, train your mind, change your brain, and then you'll find out just how true this is.